Are you struggling to find direction and contentment in your life? Do you feel overwhelmed by the pressures and expectations of society, constantly seeking approval from others while neglecting your own inner growth? If so, you're not alone. Many of us face these challenges daily, but the wisdom of Seneca, a prominent Roman philosopher, can offer us timeless guidance. Lucius Annaeus. Seneca was a remarkable thinker whose teachings have resonated through the ages. He counseled Emperor Nero, authored influential works on Stoicism, and provided a roadmap for living a good life through his writings. In his widely celebrated collection, Letters from a Stoic, Seneca shared his insights on how to attain a fulfilling and meaningful existence. In this video, we will explore 10 powerful life lessons from Seneca. These lessons can help you navigate life's complexities, develop inner resilience, and cultivate a sense of peace and purpose. Whether you're seeking to improve your mental well-being, find balance, or achieve personal growth, Seneca's wisdom offers valuable tools to help you on your journey. Let's dive into these profound lessons and discover how they can transform your life. Before we begin, I kindly ask you to like the video to support spreading Stoic philosophy. If you're not subscribed yet, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. 1. Learn every day. Seneca once said, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This profound statement highlights the importance of continual self-improvement and personal growth. Developing our inner selves is a lifelong journey that requires constant effort. Seneca believed that finding ways to better ourselves and attain happiness were essential goals for humanity. We often delay self-improvement activities, citing a lack of time. The thought of adding meditation or self-reflection to our busy schedules can feel overwhelming. However, Seneca argues that these are poor excuses. Working on our inner selves should be a priority, akin to a full-time job, rather than something we neglect in favor of other tasks. The first step to self-improvement is acknowledging our flaws. No one is perfect, and recognizing the areas where we need to grow is crucial. As we journey through life, our perspectives and beliefs may evolve, especially when we realize that our previous views were based on misconceptions. This recognition allows us to improve and move forward. Learning is a lifelong process, whether we do it consciously or unconsciously. Our minds are our most valuable and enduring tools, and we must prioritize mental health and growth. Regardless of where we are in life, we can always start learning new skills, taking classes, meditating, or reading self-improvement books. These books, written by experts, offer a wealth of knowledge and insights. Delving into these recommended materials can satisfy our need for learning and growth. Challenge your mind daily by engaging in activities that push your boundaries. For example, you could learn a new skill or hobby, you can take classes, meditate, read books that give you insight and help you grow, or engage in thought-provoking activities like solving puzzles or play strategy games. 2. Heal your mind. Seneca advises us to root out 2 elements once and for all: the fear of future suffering and the recollection of past suffering. The latter no longer concerns me, and the former concerns me not yet. According to Seneca, 2 major sources of our suffering are fear of the future and regret over the past. Our future is uncertain and beyond our control, and fearing it only leads to anxiety and dread. Whatever happens, you will have the strength to survive and even grow stronger. So the next time you face adversity, remind yourself, perhaps this sorrow might one day bring delight. We often regret the past because we wish to avoid making the same mistakes. Instead of dwelling on past errors, we should reflect on them, learn our lessons, and move on. Many of us carry emotional baggage, like a glass with a crack, leaking our painful memories and traumas. These cracks stem from sad experiences or dysfunctional relationships, causing ongoing mental distress. Everyone carries some form of this crack into adulthood due to various life challenges. To move forward, we need to repair these cracks. This mental virus can be cured through therapy, studying philosophy, or reading insightful books. By letting go of past regrets and not fearing the future, we become resilient and indestructible. 3. Live now. Seneca wisely states, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." The key to both physical and mental well-being is to live in the moment with prudence and enthusiasm. Yet, how often do we find ourselves rushing through tasks just to get to the next item on our list? How often do we spend our evenings worrying about tomorrow instead of relaxing? Have you ever caught yourself in the middle of a perfectly wonderful moment, already thinking about what you need to do next? In the book, Out of Your Mind, by Alan Watts, there is a telling conversation between a Zen master and his student. The student asks the master how to achieve Zen. The master simply replies, "Eat when you're hungry and sleep when you're tired." The student, puzzled, responds, "Isn't that what people do already?" The Zen master clarifies, "No, people don't just eat, but think of 10,000 things, and people don't just sleep, but dream innumerable dreams." We often let our minds drift to the next big thing or cling to memories from the past, missing out on what's happening right now. Before we know it, the moment we once longed for has arrived, but our minds have already moved on to tomorrow or are stuck in a moment from 2 weeks ago. Challenge yourself to start living in the present, beginning right now. Focus on the task at hand and truly experience the here and now. To exercise yourself to live in the now, you can exercise mindful eating, focusing on the flavors, textures, and aromas of your food. Or you can create a bedtime routine that helps you unwind and focus solely on resting. You can also use deep breathing exercises to center yourself whenever you feel your mind wandering. 4. Be your own cheerleader. Seneca advises, "Be your own spectator, seek your own applause." As humans, we naturally seek the approval of others. We live in a society with a somebody or nobody mentality that often fosters feelings of inferiority. The more we crave others' approval, the more we become enslaved to their opinions. No matter how hard we try, we can never please everyone. Instead, we should strive to please ourselves. We need to live according to our personal code of ethics and morals and act as if we were a part of nature. In nature, there are no rich or poor trees, only balance. Set ambitious goals, have role models, and strive for greatness. But remember, if you spend even a minute worrying about what others think of you, you'll end up feeling like the poorest person on earth. Cultivate self-love and respect that allows you to be comfortable in your own company, to be your best self, and to be happy with who you are. One practical way to do this is by looking at yourself in the mirror. Are you pleased with the person you see? If so, keep moving forward. If not, identify what you can change in your life to become the person you aspire to be. To put this into practice, you can, for example, take time each day to reflect on your actions and achievements and recognize your progress. Or engage in activities that nurture your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. 5. Master the art of contentment. Seneca once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." Despite being one of the wealthiest men in the Roman Empire, Seneca often lived like a simple man. He held on to his riches, but imagined losing them every day. This mindset gave him the freedom to ponder life without becoming a prisoner to his wealth. If you're watching this video, you likely have access to modern comforts like a home, clothing, the internet, a smartphone, a laptop, and food. Yet, we constantly want more. The greatest affliction in today's society is our endless desire for luxury. We think having more will make everything easier, from enjoying our hobbies to raising our kids and spending time with loved ones. While this seems logical, reality proves otherwise. Many of the super-rich struggle with unhappy families, anxiety, and stress. Their lives become more complicated as their wealth grows. At a certain point, material success becomes a burden rather than a blessing, consuming our time, energy, and mental space. When we focus on wanting more, we lose sight of the value of what we already possess. To truly embrace Seneca's philosophy, let's explore some practical ways to practice contentment in our daily lives. 1. Limit social media. Reduce your time on social media platforms that promote consumerism and unrealistic lifestyles. Spend more time engaging in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. 2. Declutter your space. Regularly clean and organize your living space. Donate items you no longer need to remind yourself that less can be more. 3. Mindful spending. Before making a purchase, ask yourself if it's a need or a want. Practice delaying gratification by waiting a week before buying non-essential items. 6. The power of giving. Seneca said, "You must live for your neighbor if you would live for yourself." Great leaders like Gandhi, Mandela, and Mother Teresa never wished they had spent more time focusing on themselves. Their purpose was to empower others. We too can make a difference by helping our friends, people in our community, and especially those who are less fortunate. Many people are sad, miserable, and lost. They need your love and support. When you perform good deeds for others without expecting anything in return, you actually enrich your own life. Giving back is a way of giving to yourself, creating a win-win situation for everyone. No matter your situation in life, you can always help others. You can offer advice, lend a listening ear, give a hug, or share words of encouragement. You can donate items you no longer use, like clothes or household appliances. You can also donate your time and effort by volunteering in your community. Often, the most meaningful way to help others is not through money or material resources, but through compassion and kindness. How can you put this into practice? You could spend a few hours each week volunteering at a local shelter, food bank, or community center. Your time can make a significant impact on others' lives, or you can support and be there for friends and family who need emotional support. Sometimes, just listening and providing a shoulder to lean on can be incredibly helpful. 7. Rise above hardship. Seneca says, "He should put his whole heart into fighting against them. Let us overcome all things, with our reward consisting of moral worth, strength of spirit, and peace that is won forever once in any contest adversity has been utterly defeated." This means how we perceive our suffering is far more important than the suffering itself. Challenges and hardships come to everyone. It's what you do about them that really counts. In our personal lives and on a global scale, we face challenges like injury, illness, unemployment, grief, divorce, death, or even starting a new venture with an uncertain future. The truth is, many of us allow these problems to defeat us through feelings of anger, fear, and anxiety. This negative approach can paralyze us, preventing us from moving forward and resolving the problem. On one hand, you can see a setback as a failure. On the other, you can take it as a lesson and use it as fuel for greater effort in the future. You can see a long line as an inconvenience, or you can view it as an opportunity to practice patience. You can see a rejection as a permanent mark of your inability, or you can see it as a stepping stone on your journey to greatness. With the right attitude, nothing can stop you. With the wrong attitude, almost anything can. Here are some practical examples to put it into practice. 1. Setback as a lesson. If you fail an important exam, instead of feeling defeated, analyze what went wrong, study harder, and retake the exam with more confidence. 2. Patience in inconvenience. When stuck in traffic, instead of getting frustrated, use the time to listen to an educational podcast or practice deep breathing exercises. 3. Rejection as stepping stone. If you don't get the job you applied for, consider it a chance to improve your skills and apply to even better positions. 8. Find a role model, become a mentor. Seneca said, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Welcome those whom you are capable of improving. The process is a mutual one. Men learn as they teach." He emphasizes the importance of choosing a role model as a guiding force in life. Having such an anchor can open your eyes to new possibilities and provide principles to help you navigate challenging situations. This role model sets standards by which you can measure your behavior daily. Similarly, when you find people eager to grow, offer your guidance. Be an anchor for them. At any stage of your career, you will encounter individuals seeking your wisdom. Whether it's your child, a junior colleague, a friend, or someone interested in your experience, you can inspire and help them. This not only develops your leadership skills, but also aids others in learning, growing, and enhancing their skills. Helping someone succeed through your guidance is immensely fulfilling and rewarding. To put Seneca's advice into practice, here are some actionable steps to find and be an anchor. Identify a role model by choosing someone you admire and study their principles and actions. Reflect on how you can incorporate these into your life. Also, you can offer to mentor a junior colleague or someone in your field. Share your experiences and guide them through their challenges. Another way is to spend quality time with your children or younger family members, teaching them values and life skills. 9. Beyond mere existence. Seneca taught us, "You must not think a man has lived long because he has white hair and wrinkles. He has not lived long, just existed long." In his essay, On the Shortness of Life, Seneca emphasizes the urgency of valuing our most precious resource, time. Seneca believed that life is long for those who do not waste their time. Often, we are merely existing, letting life happen to us rather than actively living it. We get consumed by busyness and stress, chasing after short-term pleasures like power, fame, money, and status. Seneca urges us to reflect on these distractions that make life seem fleeting. He challenges us to ask, what proof do I have that I'm really living? Many of us drift through life, not truly engaging with it or reaching our potential. Life is constantly moving forward, whether we like it or not. Our time is valuable, and once spent, it can never be recovered. However, life can be fulfilling and seem longer if we use our time wisely. This means actively living by studying philosophy, being in control of ourselves, working towards meaningful goals, and not postponing the enjoyment of life. To make the most of your time and live a truly fulfilling life, here are some practical exercises to help you live wide, not just long. 1. Daily reflection. Spend a few minutes each evening reflecting on how you used your time. Identify moments of true engagement and areas for improvement. 2. Set meaningful goals. Define what is important to you and set clear, achievable goals. Break these goals into smaller tasks and work on them daily. 3. Limit distractions. Identify and minimize activities that waste your time, such as excessive social media use or mindless television watching. 10. Forge your own path. Seneca teaches us, when a mind is impressionable and has none too firm a hold on what is right, it must be rescued from the crowd. It is so easy for it to go over to the majority. Every day we are bombarded by social media and the opinions of others, telling us how to think, what to believe, how to act, and what to do with our precious time. It's crucial to protect yourself from this influence, the influence of the masses, as Seneca called it. Just because most people do something doesn't mean it's worth imitating. Many people spend excessive money on luxuries they don't need. Most people aren't grateful for what they have. Many waste their time on trivialities and accomplish nothing meaningful. If you want the same results as everyone else, then by all means, be a follower. However, you have the choice to be a student of life, to decide what to believe, and to create a unique path that is yours alone. Seneca recognized that to live well, we must constantly learn from life itself. This means developing your own set of principles and beliefs, and not merely adopting the views and habits of the majority. To apply this wisdom in your life, you could spend time alone regularly. This allows you to disconnect from the noise of the world and connect with your inner self. Or have deep conversations with people who challenge your views and help you refine your philosophy. In a world filled with distractions, uncertainties, and the constant pressure to conform, The wisdom of Seneca offers a guiding light. He teaches us to embrace life's challenges, find joy in the present moment, and seek self-improvement relentlessly. Remember, true contentment comes not from external possessions or the approval of others, but from within. By applying Seneca's lessons, you can transform your life, develop your inner self, heal from past wounds, and live in the present. Seek your own applause and create a philosophy that is uniquely yours. Surround yourself with those who uplift you, and in turn, be an anchor for others. Life is not just about existing, but living wide. Embrace each day with purpose and passion. Your time is precious, and how you choose to spend it defines your journey. Let Seneca's teachings inspire you to live a life of meaning, resilience, and joy. If you found value in these lessons, take them to heart and put them into practice. Your journey towards a more disciplined, content, and purposeful life starts now. Remember, as Seneca said, as long as you live, keep learning how to live. Embrace the wisdom of the Stoics and unlock your true potential. Thank you for watching, and here's to living a life of greatness and fulfillment. We've reached the end of our discussion, and I hope these insights have been helpful to you. Remember, you're an important part of this channel and community. If this video has helped you reflect, learn something new, or simply resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up so more people can benefit from Stoic wisdom. And if you haven't yet, check out our ebook on Stoicism and how to apply it in your life. Subscribe for a daily dose of Stoic wisdom and a more fulfilling life.